One little town can bring down the whole banking and money control system of humanity and free us all. That's how critical and simple it is. Win one small town, implement these philosophies, implement the community projects, and our main promise to the people for this election is free electricity for all. You all know, you know that free electricity is available. Alternative electricity devices and supplies are available. That's part of the control system of capitalism, has kept that away from us. We will implement a very simple electricity supply for our town, and that will be the foundation to unite the people. Everybody gets free electricity in return for giving 3 hours a week to one of the community projects. And this way, everybody has 3 hours a week. You don't have to give up your job. You can still carry on the system as it is today while we start creating this abundance. What we did in Australia just recently in Byron Bay, there was a statistician there, and he did a calculation, and this is what he said. A small town, because I use our town of 5,000 people as an example. 5,000 people, 3 hours a week, it's 15,000 hours of labor a week. Right? Need I say more? Yeah, right? That's just working collaborative. No more competition. Let's unite and collaborate and cooperate. 15,000 hours of labor a week. He did the numbers, and he said 1 year of people contributing 3 hours a week in this system, 1 year of this is equivalent to 31 years of people working 8 hours a day as slaves in the current system. Wow. 1 year to 31 years. Those are the ratios. Right. So within a very short space of time, we'll turn our community into a community of unimaginable abundance. We'll have so much food. And then you decide how this unfolds. So we've got a plan of action that then creates a supply. So what we've done in essence, the moment you start creating all this food and, you know, whatever, furniture, clothes, bread, shoes, whatever, technology, computers, you open up your science laboratories to researchers and medical people to come and find the cure for all disease and share it with the world. So you invite the scientists to develop ways to get rid of the pollution in the river, right? So there's your answer for how you're going to deal with the pollution. You know that we can deal with the nuclear fallout within a week if you get the right minds in there, right?
In America, something like this happened after the Depression, where, and again after World War II and during World War II, where these large social causes mobilized the public and they got involved in public works projects.
Yes.
And people were really inspired, and that was the last time that America really had a manufacturing boom.
Yeah.
And then when we expect everybody else to do all the work for us and we're going to import everything,
no.
it crumbles from the inside.
What it does to our town and our community instantly turns into an attraction for anyone who wants to create, invent, and use their skills to serve themselves and the rest of the people. So it'll invite everybody, and it also shows how this contributionism model is an inclusive model. It doesn't exclude anyone. All you have to do is make your business, your company, part of the community projects. What is the benefit to you? Free labor, free electricity, free components, because if we don't have the components, we set up the community project to make the components, right? So this is how it grows. So, and you retain 1/3 of whatever we produce and sell, and the other 2/3 go to the community. So the answer to every time I approach an industrialist or a farmer, it works on all levels, with farmers, with industrialists, manufacturing, anything. 1/3 goes to the business, and the other 2/3 go to the community. The answer is not let's negotiate. The answer is when can we start, really?
Well, I can tell you everything you've said pretty much interweaves with what the Alliance has been saying, what the Blue Avians said in their message, and what they've said is that this is the wave of the future, and this is something that I strongly feel from these sources pointing your movement out directly. I think this is something that we all need to look deeply into, educate ourselves about, and in whatever way we can contribute to. And I've really enjoyed hearing this deeper explanation. I've learned a lot more about the movement. I just heard little bits and pieces through my sources, and this is incredible, and I really do see it as no other alternative but the wave of the future.
Well, thanks, Corey. And I just want to come back what I said right up front. The transition from where we are now to living in this world of abundance is so simple. It is so much simpler than most of us could have ever imagined. But most of us keep tripping ourselves up because that's how we've been brought up. Things are difficult. You've got to work hard. No. Put that out of your mind. We're going to rid ourselves of the money. We're going to create a beautiful future of abundance for ourselves. Let's start visualizing it, and let's see this as a solution. It's so simple. I'm not in charge of it. Every community is in charge of their own lot, their own future, their own abundance.
Let's challenge the viewer out there to get involved somehow. How does the person watching this, if they're inspired by what you've said, how would they get involved, take this to the next level?
Thanks, David. Well, first of all, go onto the website, join us, go to ubuntuparty.org.za and join us there where it says join us. And then read as much as you can, get a copy of the Ubuntu book, because that's a means of funding for us, that'll help us.
Okay.
And then if you have a way of funding, if you're a closet multimillionaire and you want to help this because it resonates with you, we need your help. We're not going to do this without money. Because remember, the system has been set up so that money keeps destroying any opposition. And I feel it month in, month out. It's a constant struggle. So we need financial support. So if you can help us financially to get into this election and make it a success, that's what we need from you. You can do that on the website, and there's a donate button there.
Now, are those grants, or would the investor be able to get a return on the investment?
Unfortunately, this is not a return. The return will be in the result of the election, where they will know in their heart that they did something that benefits humanity into the future. There's very little I can offer them other than my gratitude.
But there are also tax write-offs. I mean, people would either give the money to the government in taxes, or they could do something like this as a nonprofit.
Yeah, and we do have a nonprofit company that will be receiving this money. We've just set it up. It's called Ubuntu Planet.
So there's people that have all this money that they would need to give to the government unless they can put it in nonprofits. That'd be perfect.
And it's also an investment in the future and an investment in humanity and changing the world.
Absolutely.
And like I said, it's one small town. Just see this as your support of this spearhead that's going to pierce the veil of control of humanity. For thousands of years, we're going to burst through that and open it up.
You were saying Ubuntu Planet?
Ubuntu Planet is the new nonprofit company that we created for this. So Ubuntu Planet will be the vehicle that gets the funds, and from there we'll then distribute it to the Ubuntu Party, the political party, where it needs it. I know that in the USA, apparently nonprofit companies aren't allowed to fund political parties, but that doesn't apply in South Africa.
All right, so that's been some pretty mind-blowing information. I'm looking forward to hearing a lot more from Michael Tellinger coming up. I think this is very exciting. And as always, I thank you for watching Cosmic Disclosure. We're co-creating a new future together.